Welcome back to another episode of the Coach's Corner. I'm Matt Vargo, and today I'm joined alongside men's soccer head coach, Coach Jim Findlay. Coach, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Matt.
So currently with 2 games left in the season, you guys are 7-6-3. That is over double the wins from the prior season. So what has been the reason for such an improvement this year?
Yeah, like you mentioned, last season was disappointing in many ways. I feel like we had good talent, but we just weren't able to get across the line with more wins than what we achieved. We've more than doubled that this season with a lot of those wins coming in the non-conference stretch. We've kind of run up against it here in the Landmark Conference, playing some really good teams and just not been able to find our stride. But we've got a great group of guys. We've got a great group of seniors that have been through some of the bad times and have gotten off to like I said, a great start at the beginning of the season and have been really competitive in these conference games. So just some strong leadership from that group, a little bit more attention to detail. We've been able to score goals this season, which it was a bit of a struggle last year to do. And so in these last 2 games, we're kind of our backs are against the wall a bit if we want to make playoffs, and it's kind of a whatever it takes type of game here come Saturday against Scranton to try to find a way to get those vital 3 points.
Name someone, either a first-year player or a returning player, that's really exceeded expectations and had a breakout season.
Oh wow, yeah. I think there's a few guys that come to mind. I'll start with the first years. We've played a couple of first years in the back. Hayes Webster and Aiden Diglio. To play center back in college is hard. To play it as a first year is even more difficult. And so I feel like those guys have kind of stepped in and played really well to start their college careers. From the returning guys, I think Clay Yanazone has had a strong season. He's helped those guys in the back, show them what it takes to play that position. And so again, I feel like games are a lot of times the goal scorers get credit for winning games, but you win games because of defense and team defense. And so those are 3 guys that come to mind. I would say Ben Sweeney has shown a lot of improvement this year as well too, contributing both as a starter and as somebody that comes usually the first guy off the bench for us. And it's been a spark in terms of getting on the ball and moving the ball for us and creating some good scoring opportunities for others. So yeah, those are some guys definitely that come to mind.
And even though there has been a little bit of a struggle, as you said, with the Landmark Conference schedule, you guys still have a chance with 2 games remaining, as you said, against Scranton and Drew in the last game of the year. So what's it going to take for this team to kind of right the ship and earn a spot in the tournament?
Yeah, kind of our motto always is to take 1 game at a time. So we'll focus with Scranton first. They're above us in the standings. So if we can get 3 points and they get 0, that's huge. And even if we don't catch them, there's 2 teams just slightly above us. If our result goes the way we hope, and that's a win, and coupled with the results of some other games, you hate to bank on that, but that's kind of the situation we're in right now. And so yeah, we're going to do whatever it takes to get 3 points here on Saturday at home. And I like the fact that still we control our own destiny. It doesn't matter what everybody else does if we don't get 3 points here on Saturday. And the guys know that, and we know that as coaches. So we'll see what happens.
All right. And I kind of want to bring it back to September for a game against York College. And your son, Colin Findlay, plays for that team. So
yeah.
Describe what that was like for you to have him on the other side.
Yeah, it was strange, but kind of cool at the same time. And yeah, his team, York College, is having a great season. They're coached by a former player of mine in Nate Gibney, so there's a lot of ties there. But yeah, Colin actually got his first goal last night, his first collegiate goal last night, a 1-1 tie at Widener, and played really well against us as well too. So happy for him. I wasn't so happy for him on that night, but yeah, it's a weird but yet great experience to watch your son play, even if he's not on your team, and I wish him and his teammates best of luck going forward.
All right, well said, Coach. And my last question, so whether you guys make the tournament or not, the off season is coming very soon. So how does your schedule change from the season to the offseason?
Yeah, the players will have a bit of an off season. Obviously, there won't be any more practice, but they'll be back in the weight room and looking to get bigger, stronger, faster, between now and next fall. But for me as a coach and our staff, we'll be on the road. Recruiting is everything. And so, again, in recruiting, obviously, we're trying to find the best players possible, the best athletes and the best soccer players. We're also looking to find the best teammates, guys that can be given a role, can accept that role, and help the team be better. And the group of guys we have right now, they've helped us accomplish that so far this season. But definitely some areas that we'll have to address next recruiting cycle will be goalkeeper, a little bit more depth in the back, midfield, trying to find some guys that can score from the midfield, and you're always looking for goal scorers. So losing Max and Zach Polovich and couple of those guys. Tom O'Keefe kind of plays forward / attacking mid. We need to find some goals to help supplement that loss for sure.
All right. Once again, Coach, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come by, and best of luck the rest of the way, the regular season.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And with that, this has been another episode of the Coach's Corner. Thank you guys so much for watching.